Well, from lead to asbestos, homeowners whose properties are still standing after the wildfires but are surrounded by destruction are now faced with the question, is my house safe to return to?
Yeah, on our sides, Christine Lazar spent the day with a man whose job it is to provide these homeowners with some answers. And this is fascinating. I didn't even realize that this was a job.
Well, me too, and I've been covering wildfires for the entirety of my career because I've been here in California and it's something we live with, but we've never seen this level of destruction. So I'm starting to hear new terms and see new things. The real issue here is you have all the homes that were destroyed, but then you have the homes that surround those homes that, though they don't have physical damage, they still have damage, and they're very frustrated because they feel like they can't get a lot of answers as to that question, is it safe to return to? So before the fires, I had never heard the title industrial hygienist. Typically, they identify workplace hazards that could pose a risk to workers' health, but in light of thousands of homes still standing in the fire areas, industrial hygienists are now in high demand by those homeowners.
You can see that there's a lot of dirt and debris on the floor here.
Ash and soot still remain in Kirsten Davis's Altadena home nearly 2 months after the Eaton fire destroyed several properties on her street. Dave Gold is an industrial hygienist who came here to survey just how toxic Davis's home really is. So Dave, looking at Kirsten's house, how do you rate it?
Well, we're rating our jobs in terms of how bad they look on a scale of 0 to 5. And I'd say that this one's about a 3 or 4.
The work industrial hygienists do is fairly straightforward, but it's a crucial step in the path to peace of mind for those hoping to move back into their homes within the fire zone.
I'm trying to ride that line between I don't want to be paranoid, but I want to be cautious.
While in Davis's home, Gold took surface samples to be tested later at a lab.
And so this sample here with the alcohol pad would be getting analyzed for ash, dust, and soot. And this one here would be for metals or asbestos.
He calls it preserving evidence in case insurers refuse to pay for remediation. So what is he finding?
Definitely ash, soot, and char, and that in of itself contains a bunch of toxic materials, including polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons. We're certainly finding a fairly frequent amount of lead showing up, also a little bit of arsenic in the samples.
The cost to clean up these toxins isn't cheap, considering these homes survived the fires and don't have structural damage.
I've gotten 4 estimates, and they've ranged from $65,000 to $85,000. And that does not include cleaning all the things that are going to be replaced. That includes merely replacing the insulation and cleaning everything in our 2,000 square feet total.
If there is lead, if there is asbestos, if there are these toxins and contaminants that you're talking about, you can't just come and vacuum it up.
No, we don't recommend, unless it's a very small problem, that people do it themselves.
Why?
Because they could be exposing themselves to toxic materials of one sort or another, or spreading them around the house more in the process of cleaning it up.
Gold's company charges about $1,500 for testing, but he says he's heard of other industrial hygienists inflating costs. How do you keep yourself from getting price gouged?
I think if you're finding that the sampling like this is costing well over $2,000, I would be suspicious. And again, you can get multiple quotes from people. We've heard people getting proposals of $25,000 for testing to do all kinds of extensive tests that at the end of the day right now aren't really necessary.
Davis's insurer has agreed to remediation to a level she feels comfortable with, but they will not pay to test again after the cleaning is complete.
It looks like it'll be about at least 3 months before we're able to come back, and I don't know how comfortable or not we'll feel.
Consumer advocates say that some homeowners are having their claims for smoke remediation denied or not fully covered. And this is not a new complaint. A class action lawsuit filed last year in Northern California by 365,000 Fair Plan policyholders accused the insurer of last resort of illegally writing policies with subpar coverage for damages related to smoke and fire. And sometimes, I heard this when I interviewed a bunch of wildfire victims in Colorado who went through a very similar fire 2 years ago, or actually 3 years ago now, and they say that the homes that were standing that had damage because of smoke, they had a harder time than the homes that were completely destroyed by fire.
It's just such a nightmare to navigate everything and
It
try to
is.
figure out what to do next.
It's a secondary trauma.
Yeah.
The fire's the first trauma, and then navigating, getting back into your home is the second trauma. And that's why you have consumer reporters and other advocates, you know, shining a light on this, because lawmakers often have to step in and tell the insurers, hey, this is what you need to do. This is what California law requires. Thankfully, we do live in a state that is very consumer friendly when it comes to insurance.
All right, Christine, thank you.